Well, as a lot of schools are starting to release their COVID-19 guidance for the upcoming school year, one local district says it can't prevent kids who test positive from not coming to school. Fox 26's Natalie Hee joining us live tonight to explain more. Natalie.
Well, Jonathan, that district is Conroe ISD. They released their guidance earlier this week after discussing it during a board meeting. Right now, they say they cannot deny a student who tests positive for COVID-19. The state, however, says differently.
If an individual does test positive for COVID-19, they have tested positive, that individual should isolate for 10 days. They should be fever-free for 24 hours before returning to work or school without fever-reducing medications. Should be diarrhea-free for 24 hours. And note that students should notify the school nurse.
Should is the key word for Conroe ISD's new plan for returning safely to 100% in-person learning in less than a month. During a board meeting this week, district officials say masks are optional, and so is staying home for students or teachers who test positive for COVID-19.
We are not at this time going to absolutely positively prohibit them from coming to school, but they should take personal responsibilities.
In an email, a Conroe ISD spokesperson said no one was available for an interview Thursday, but did cite a ruling from the state's Department of Health Services that currently does not include COVID-19 on a list of communicable diseases that would, by law, exclude a student from school until readmission health criteria are met. Fox 26 reached out to the state to ask why. A representative said the department is now in the process of adding COVID-19 to that list and that it should be done by the upcoming school year. However, they also add that there's nothing that would prevent a school like Conroe ISD from excluding a student who has a condition not on the list.
The real wild card, I think, is the Delta variant.
Conroe ISD officials say they'll continue monitoring cases and make adjustments accordingly.
Hospitalization rates in the last 2 weeks have gone up 1,000% in Montgomery County. Yeah. Like it's, speaking of Memorial Hermann, they went from 4 hospitalizations to 40 in a week. So the situation has changed dramatically.
Now, we also reached out to several other local school districts, including HISD, Fort Bend, and Cy-Fair ISD. So far, all of those districts say they have not yet released their COVID-19 policies for this year. Natalie Hee reporting, Fox 26 News.